What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 13. I believe this is episode 16, and it's titled Hurricane Housewives. So, you guys, before we actually get into this review, if you guys are watching this video and you come back to me every single week, like you guys take me out on a date, you eat, you buying food, and you're just not even thinking about me. It's like, damn, wine and dine me. So if you guys want to wine and dine me, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell button so you guys are aware when I drop anything else. All right, you guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into the episode review now, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm over Real Housewives of Atlanta, to be quite honest with you. The season started out slow. We got to South Carolina. It was fun up until Strippergate, and we haven't let Strippergate go since. So we see the ladies, minus Drew, they get on the bus, so they're getting ready to head somewhere. They don't know where they're heading. So they get to this kitchen, and they are met by none other than New Orleans native, Big Frida. You already know. Love Big Frida. Like, man, I remember my club days. Texas, so since Texas and New Orleans are like, we're neighbors, we play bounce music here in our club, so I've been used to bounce music since I was a kid. So they get to the kitchen. So Candy kind of jumped this stuff off with Marlo. She asked Marlo what was her conversation with Portia, because on the bus, Portia did make mention that, she thought she was exhausted from the conversation that she had with Marlo, but it was actually the dance class that they had. So, Marlo says that she and Portia were feeling the same way, that they both felt that the other was moving, kind of acting funny. And that, Portia feels that Marlo should take baby steps when it comes to Kenya. And Kenya was like, why does she have to drag me into it? I get Kenya's point. I actually kind of do get Kenya's point. But I got to backtrack. Let's see. How do I want to talk about this? Actually, we won't talk about it, but we'll just move on. So Marlo then says that she asked Portia if she slept with Bolo. Here's my thing. Why are we still talking about who slept with Bolo? Why do we care who slept with Bolo? Like Candy said in her interview with the producers, like you would think that these girls either are sleeping with Portia, or you would think that they're Portia's gynecologists, the way that they keep talking about who slept with Bolo. Why do y'all care? Like, do y'all go around asking y'all friends who they slept with? Like, let's say you go to one of your friends' house parties and, you hear some noises coming from a bedroom. You're like, oh, somebody getting it in. Now, the next morning, you might be joking like, oh, I heard some noises coming from the bedroom last night. Somebody was having a good time. And, your friend might play coy, be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And you'd be like, okay, girl, okay, girl, we gonna play like we didn't hear that? Yeah. Or if you're homie, all right, man, we gonna act like we didn't hear it, but we heard it, and you just leave it at that. But with this one, it's just like, who fucked the stripper? Who faked the stripper? Like, why? Why do we care? And then the people who are being so judgmental about if Portia did sleep with the stripper, which I don't really care. People are so judgmental talking about that's nasty to sleep with a stripper. Okay. Is it nasty for your dude to go sleep with another woman on you? Is that nasty? Because I know most people are in that situation where your dude is cheating on you, but you ain't talking about that. But you know what? Let's stop talking about that. I just don't understand why it's so important to know if Portia slept with the stripper. I don't understand it. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If she slept with him, she slept with him. If she didn't, she didn't. If my friend, like my best friend, she's married now, but if we were having a party and I heard her, she went in the room with a dude and I heard noises, I'm gonna ask him like, oh, did you have fun last night? And if she tell me, I don't know what you're talking about, which she wouldn't, my best friend wouldn't tell me, I don't know what you're talking about. My best friend would tell me. She would tell me. She'd be like, nothing happened. Or she'd be like, yeah, something happened. But I wouldn't just keep grilling her. I'm like, so I know what I heard. Like, I heard you moaning. I heard him moaning. Like, what happened? I'm not going to keep grilling her. If she says nothing happened, I'm like, okay. If you want to, if nothing happened, I believe you. And then if she says, and then she later comes down the line and say, hey, so yeah, something did happen. I'm like, I knew something happened. Like, I'm your best friend. Like, I got your back. Like, I'm not gonna go around telling people that you slept with so and so. Like, that ain't who I am. You know me like that. You know me better than that. So Kenya says that Portia's lying. Why do we care? I'm still confused about why we care. So they sit down to have dinner with Big Frida. Why then did Marlo feel the need to ask Big Frida a question about her relationships with Kenya and Portia? And then Portia finally clued in, like, wait a minute, you talking about me, bitch? Like, what's up? It just, Frida actually gave some very sound advice. Especially, she was like, be friends with, if you want to be friends with the person that you had an issue with for years, couldn't stand the thought of her name, couldn't stand anything about her face. If you want to be friends with her and want to be friends with this other person on the side and be friends with this other person, do that. But don't put yourself in the middle of the situation, which is really what Marlo is doing. Marlo is inserting herself in this beef with Portia and Kenya unnecessarily. So then Frida also asked her, this person that you're talking about, that you had such a big animosity with, do you really consider them a friend? And I can answer that question for you. No, she doesn't, Frida. Y'all can get mad in the comment section, whatever. That's y'all. Honestly, I love you guys, but I don't care. I'm gonna tell you guys why I feel what I feel. Let's go back a few years. Let's go back some years, right? You guys remember there was a season when Marlo was really good friends with Nene, right? Nene and Marlo fell out, right? What did Marlo do when she and Nene fell out? Marlo went and befriended someone that she knew Nene had an issue with in Kenya Moore, right? And then she was rocking with Kenya for a few seasons, right? Or was it? It was at least 1 or 2 seasons she was rocking with Kenya, right? Then she went back and made up with Nene, right? What happened when she made up with Nene? She dropped Kenya like a hot fucking potato. She dropped Kenya like a hot potato, and that started the rift between them, the back and forth, talking about how, and see, this is where I lose Kenya, because I just don't understand how someone can be friends with someone that has said something so nasty about you, bringing up your mother, knowing that you have an issue, knowing that you and your mother do not have the best relationship. I just want to be able to forgive somebody. We can shade each other all day, every day. You can talk about my face, you can talk about my booty, you can talk about my body. I can talk about your wigs, but where I draw the line at is don't mention my family. Just don't mention my family. You can shade me all day, every day, because I'm the one that's coming at you. My family hasn't come at you. My family hasn't said anything to you or about you. So don't bring in my family. So that's why I look at Kenya like, how can you forgive this woman that has said something so nasty and negative about your mother? But if Kenya wants to forgive Marlo, that is really up to her. Where are we at? Now, Portia. You guys know I love Portia. Absolutely love Portia. But I can also call Portia out on her shit. And I'm about to call her out because, Marlo, Kenya, Portia, they got into it. Now, Marlo, you did call, when you called them some motherfuckers, I would have been like, hey now, I ain't gonna be too many more motherfuckers. So I was with Portia. So Marlo got up. She went out the wrong way and had to come back. And so Kenya was talking about what's going on with, Portia and Marlo. And Portia like, stop saying my name, Kenya. Don't say my name, Kenya. Don't say my name. Stop saying my name. Don't say my name. Girl, say my name, say my name. Like, girl, are we about to say my name? Like, are we going to give Destiny's Child some royalties? Actually, we're going to give Matthew Noah some royalties. Like, why are we doing this, Portia? It's childish. You look stupid. I love you, but you look stupid. It's like Kenya in her interview. Portia, Marsha. Like, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? I was actually on Kenya's side. You look really stupid. Now at this point, Kenya doesn't want to talk about the stripper anymore. But why? Why did we mention it at first? When we first started talking about the stripper gate, in the first episode, when we talked about stripper gate, it was funny the next morning. It was just a running gag. But then when it kept going on and on and on and on and on, that's when I got annoyed. That's when I got annoyed, and I'm still annoyed. So let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So it's day 2 in New Orleans. So Candy is on the phone with Marlo, and she tells Marlo, "Well, can you come to my room so we can have a conversation?" You know, Marlo just keeps dragging herself in the middle of this whole thing between Kenya and Portia when she doesn't have to be in the middle. So Marlo comes down to her room. And, Marlo's talking about she wants, she does want to be friends with both Portia and Kenya, but one of them is lying. And Candy was like, "Well, didn't Portia tell you she didn't sleep with us, River?" And Marlo was like, "Yes." But she's like, "But Kenya's saying she did." So this is me talking now. Why does it matter? Okay, Portia told you no, she didn't sleep with the stripper. Kenya is telling you yes, she slept with the stripper. So one of your friends, one of your quote friends is lying to you. Why does it matter? If Kenya is lying to you, why do you care? If Portia is lying to you, why do you care? It has nothing to do with you. Just like Candy said, was it Joe pussy? It's not Joe pussy, was it? So why are you worried about it? Like, exactly, it's not your vagina. Bolo didn't insert himself into your vagina. Why do you care? I don't understand. But she's still talking about one of them is lying to her. I mean, I know people believe that Portia slept with the stripper. Do I believe it? Yeah, I actually do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do believe it. I do believe she slept with him. Do I care that she slept with him? No. Why don't I care? Because Portia's a single woman. Even if Kenya slept with the man, I wouldn't give a shit because look at her husband. I'd be like, "Bravo, Kenya. I mean, at least you got something from somebody because your husband treats you like shit, so at least you got something from somebody." Like, I really wouldn't care if it was Kenya or Portia, honestly. So then, Drew went to Cynthia's room and Toya went to Kenya's room. So they're both talking. So Drew called Portia. Portia didn't answer her phone, so then she called Shamia, and Shamia told her that Portia had left. And that's what, Toya told Kenya. And Kenya is laughing, but she's like, so Portia left her friend Shamia. Shamia is a full grown ass woman. Girl, if you want to stay here, that is up to you. I don't have to pay for you no plane. I didn't pay for you. Bravo paid for your plane ticket here, and they paying for your plane ticket back. I don't have to do nothing for you. We didn't plan this trip together. So if I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. If you want to come with me, come with me. Like, and that was the thing that got me. So Kenya was talking about the fact that Portia left her friend, but Candy also left as well. And Candy is also Shamia's friend. So, yeah. But Kenya felt some type of way about Candy leaving. I don't care. So then we see Marlo, Kenya, and Cynthia, and they're talking about what happened. Marlo wants to blame it on the Patron that she drank the night before. Okay. Go ahead, girl. If that's what you want to do, go for it. And then Hurricane Zato knocked out the power. And that's the end of New Orleans. Let's move on. All right, you guys, we're going to get ready to wrap this episode up with a bow. How many more episodes left of this season? Because I'm really over this season. I'm honestly thinking about like season 14. If they have the same cast back for season 14, I'm probably not going to review it, more than likely. Like, I think it's just time for certain people to take a break. And I'm going to name the people that need to take a break. Cynthia, Candy, Portia, and Kenya. Those 4 need to take a break. You can bring back Drew, you can bring back LaToya, you can bring back Fallon, and you can bring back some other girls. We can revamp this whole entire franchise at this point. I love Portia, but I need a break. I love Cynthia. Boring. Love Candy. Boring. Kenya. For the entertainment purposes, love her, but I'm drained. So let's talk about Cynthia real quick, you guys. Wasn't much with Cynthia. So we see Kenya, we saw Cynthia, everyone was watching the election, and we saw when Joe Biden won. And then Portia went over to Cynthia's crib, and they were talking about the runoff, the Senate runoff, which the Democrats won, Ossoff and Warnock. And then they also talked about having this pop-up shop, which I remember seeing this on Portia's social media because she posted it. Her and Cynthia were doing this pop-up shop for Black-owned businesses where they were just, there to support them. Now, they did end up postponing the original one that they had. The first one, the original one that they were talking about in the episode, they postponed that one. I don't forget why they postponed it, but then they came back later and had it. And I remember a video that came out of, not Cynthia, but Portia and Candy and Don Juan, where they all had made up with each other at this pop-up shop. Oh God, I really hope they're on good terms at this point after watching these episodes back. That's the thing about Housewives that gets you, that always gets you. During filming, they can dead a situation. They can dead a situation during filming, but then in the post, they have to talk about it in their interviews, and then when the show airs, they have to rewatch that stuff, and they might be in a good space by the time that we're watching the episodes, and then they have to relive it, and then they have to go to the reunion and rehash it out again. It's just like, oh my God, and they could actually end up back where they were when the season first started filming for them. Oh God, I hope Portia and Candy are in a good spot. Because I could not take another season of those two going at odds with each other. Actually, it wouldn't be them going at odds with each other because Candy is passive aggressive. She will let the clique take care of it. They talk, Portia and Cynthia talk about New Orleans, and Portia's like she's done with Marlo. She's not her type of chick to rock with. And if that's true, then shit, let's let it die. Let's be done with it. I'm done with this. Let's wrap up with Candy, you guys. All right, you guys. So to wrap the episode up with Candy, she is opening up her steakhouse named Blaze after her last baby. You guys, let me know in the comment section, is that place open? Because I actually I need to go to Atlanta pretty soon to look around and see. If anybody watches my videos in Atlanta, tell me some good areas to look at for, oh God, I don't want an apartment down there, but tell me some good areas to live. I know, what are the good areas to live in? Because I don't know too much about Atlanta. I just know, Midtown, Buckhead. What else do I know? What else do I know down there in Atlanta? I know are there any apartments over there by where Lennox is? Let me know in the comment section, are there any apartments over there where Lennox is? Because I love that area where Lennox is, because I love Lennox Mall. I love Lennox Mall. Yeah, just let me know in the comment section if anybody watches me from Atlanta, just give me some suggestions of some areas that I should look into. If I do happen to move to Atlanta, do I want a 1-bedroom or do I want a 2-bedroom? I think I'll do a 2-bedroom so I can have a studio. Yeah, we'll do a 2-bed. What is the cost? See, that's the other thing I don't know, if the cost of living in Atlanta is higher than in Dallas. Oh, this is a lot. But all the ladies show up, and nothing happened. I guess everything's gonna conclude in next week's episode. But yeah, you guys, that's it for this episode. I'm done. I'm off. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, as always, to stay safe, take care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance. Also, you guys stay blessed. You guys out there, stay blessed. And subscribe to my planner channel, you guys. And that'll do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one, which is Married to Medicine. So, bye, guys.